Everything that you think you know about porcupines, let me just tell you, they have been misunderstood. We are at Out of Africa in Camp Verde, and these little porcupets, which is a name for baby porcupines, they are so much cuddlier than I would have thought, right, Alyssa? When you think porcupine, you think about an animal that's going to shoot a quill at you.
Pretty much, yeah, but the shooting of the quills is actually false. It's completely misunderstood from the cartoons. You know, porcupine sneezes and the quills they fly everywhere. It's super dramatic. It's nothing like that. They're just gonna simply run backwards really fast towards a predator and stab the quills into them. So it's a completely different than what everything shows us.
They're so cute, and I have to say, these two little babies, Thumper and Thistle, I mean, they're pretty playful out here.
Oh, yeah. They've been hand-raised since they were 2 days old, so they're super used to people. We're doing encounters with them on the weekends.
They love our cameraman's shoes.
Oh,
I think you can tell.
They just love to be all up in people's business. They love to climb all over our laps. If we lay down, they'll climb all over us. So
they are rodents, which might surprise some people, but they're exceptionally cute. Nothing against rodents, okay?
Yeah.
Don't at me, rodent people. These are 4 months old?
Yes, they are 4 months old, and this species, the African crested porcupine, is actually the world's 3rd largest rodent.
How big are they now, and how large do you expect them to get?
So we just weighed him this morning. Thumper is about 17 pounds, and his sister is about 15 and a half pounds. And when they're adults, they will grow anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds.
Oh, so these guys would get pretty big, like a big dog.
Our biggest porcupine here is about 43 pounds.
I'm sorry, but the sight of a baby porcupine chewing on corn is definitely one of the cutest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, my favorite thing is how they hold it.
They hold it.
Yeah.
Stop. Oh, look, do you like my shoes too? Do you? Okay, so in terms of their personalities, how would you describe them?
They're just super playful. They're curious about everything, but they're also super dramatic.
Okay,
so like if you just move in a certain way, they'll puff their quills up and so.
But again, they're not going to shoot their quills. That's a myth. They don't do. Now, let's just say that they felt threatened, and Lord, I hope they do not. But let's just say that I made a sudden movement. Like, how would they defend themselves against a predator?
So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to warn. So the black and white coloration of their quills is actually a warning in itself to tell predators that they're not good. And then they'll kind of puff up their quills, look a little bit bigger, and they'll stomp their feet as well to let predators know that they're getting upset, they're too close, and if none of those warnings work, then that's when they will run backwards.
This is so interesting. So they don't actually want to quill you.
No.
They're going to first puff up, then they're going to stamp their little foot. And only then will they back into you.
Yeah, and they will also rattle their quills. They have hollow quills at the end of their tail that look like a straw. And
Can I touch this?
Yeah. And they will rattle that and mimic the sound of a rattlesnake as well.
Oh, that's smart.
Yep, so this is a bone-piercing quill, so that one will pierce bone up to about 2 to 3 inches.
When you use the phrase bone piercing, it gets me a little nervous because these guys are definitely faster than I thought. How fast can they run?
So that 25 is going to be about their max speed that they can sprint in a short burst. So they're really not going to do a whole lot of running.
Well, what do these guys eat? What are you feeding them?
So we feed them a lot of harder root vegetables. So we feed them butternut squash. We feed them corn as well, zucchini, cucumber. We give them some sweet potato as a form of enrichment as well. And
when they were babies, did they have milk?
Yeah, so we gave them puppy milk as a replacement.
Oh,
since we did
adorable.
Start hand raising them at about 2 days old.
Well, I know that they have a show to do. So, you know, they like to have their backstage private time to get ready for their show because out here they entertain. Just now they did a show for a bunch of students. So if you wanted to come meet them, you can come see their show, Thumper and Thistle.
Yeah, and we do encounters with them every Saturday and Sunday.
Private encounter?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you want to come meet Thumper and Thistle in person, you come here, Out of Africa Wildlife Park, Camp Verde. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Out of Africa Wildlife Park.